Mel, I saw you tweeting passionate about Doja Cat.
It wasn't necessarily passionate. I was.
You needed to go to Turks or some shit. I'm in Turks. I'm looking at Mel. So Doja's demonic time. Why can't? I'm like, oh God.
I literally wanted somebody to explain the difference to me. That was it. You know, it's like some people felt like they wanted to give me an explanation. Other people felt like they wanted to fucking, insult me or whatever the case was. And I was just like, I was legit just asking a question. You know what I'm saying? It was like...
What's the issue? That she uses demonic imagery?
Yeah. And so I was just like, I'm trying to see what the difference is. We use biblical references. There's a whole subgenre of like horror films that are strictly devoted to, biblical iconography and shit like that. Mm. I don't really understand what the difference is between watching a movie called The Priest's Exorcist or The Exorcism of Evan, with Russell Crowe, right?
Yeah.
Fucking shit. Insidious, whatever the case is. I don't know the difference between that and her making a song called Demons. And it's theatrical. It's a whole music video that looks like a mini movie. Christina Ricci, like the references made sense. Mm. And she's Doja Cat. She does this shit on purpose. You know what I mean? And everybody just kind of fell victim to it. And I don't know.
I think music is different than movies.
I hope she fails.
The movies is movies. We know it's a movie. With music, people,
Because I'm not here to bullshit today.
Try to relate to the artist.
No, I think one thing that she's right though, and y'all know how I feel about all of the
you don't fuck with
horror movies and all
I
that.
don't fuck with, I didn't know that.
Not at all.
You don't fuck with none of them.
But I think that the difference is music is a little bit more influential. And I think the demo for music is younger people. Mm-hmm. So you are kind of leading younger people.
But I mean, if you look at The Exorcist, the movie The Exorcist, when it came out, I think it was like 1976. People were in the theater passing out, vomiting. It was like an abomination. It was basically banned in several countries, et cetera, et cetera. And now we make movies like this, like without even batting an eyelash. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, public perception, kind of like, the collective moral code of society and what's deemed to be acceptable and stuff like that. Like, it's just strange. So I called up my sister. My sister is extremely Christian, like Pentecostal type shit. And I was just like, I need to ask you, do you look at this as, do you think that she's a devil worshiper? What are your thoughts on this? She was like, no. She was like, I think this is tasteless. It's not my jam. But as a Christian, I don't find it as offensive as, others are seeming to find it.
Here's my only thing about this. There are devil worshippers. Mm-hmm. So what if she was?
So that's my point right there. If I don't know this young lady, if she is a devil worshiper, she has a crowd of millions of young kids that she is swaying. It is different than a horror film.
Okay,
I agree with this.
A horror film.
I do think it's different.
I'm not done. Hold up. A horror film, you got to be a certain age to go in. That's a niche market of patrons. Mm-hmm. If your kid is 17, 18, they may not necessarily know what they listening to and where they're being strung along.
But this is also...
Let him finish.
To add to his point, though, in the movies, that rating system exists for a reason.
So does the parental advisory on the album.
Exactly.
So does the same thing.
There's a big E next to the...
Dog, Billboard would damn near tell you that's non-existent in music now.
I'm just saying, it's there.
The explicit...
The same thing in the movie. There's a rating system, but they're not carding you to go buy no ticket to no movie.
And y'all are dismissing what I'm saying. I think that there are laws and rules that come along with the categorization in the movies versus in music where it's just, they're gonna curse. Mm-hmm. There is nothing in the music to say this is not this person's real belief system. This is not this is all pretend. Dog, look what we going through in court with the lyrics. I think going to see the Django and hearing them say nigga, white people say nigga, is different from Doja Cat in chat room saying nigga.
All right, here's my.
I agree with that.
If she can't,
what do you think about that, Parks?
I agree with him.
I do agree that it's different.
It's definitely
that's all I'm
in the Django.
Yeah,
because that's real life versus a movie.
Performative.
And
yes.
When we're talking about the art, I disagree with you 100%. I think that art is art, whether it is visual art, whether it's music, whether it's film, whether it's TV. and you putting some a devil in a bathtub or whatever the fuck was going on in there is not making a kid become a devil worshiper. That's crazy.
Hold on, one second. I'm sorry. If she can't do that, why can't Ye make Donda? That's all I'm saying. If
who said she can't?
No, y'all are saying it's a
she
problem.
did it.
No, nobody said that she can't.
It's
frowned upon.
It's a problem for if, like I'm saying, what if she really is a devil worshiper? Not saying she is. I don't know her, but if she is a devil worshiper and that's what she's putting out in her art, why is that frowned upon? But a person who is being a Christian and that's their belief can put that out in their art and it's no problem.
My pushback to that is that he was frowned upon. Though he was frowned upon when he put that gospel project out with no curses on it.
What was the criticism there? That he didn't live a Christian lifestyle up until the moment that he tried to capitalize off of that movement?
That was one.
I think that was the only thing. That was the only criticism that I heard. Is that you're capitalizing, you're trying to profit off of something that is not a lived lifestyle. That is very valid point in that circumstance. And also with Doja Cat, this is the same artist who basically told her fan base to go fuck themselves and lost 500,000 followers in the drop of a hat. So to say that her music is influential towards children, I'm not really buying that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's the same person whose introduction was "I'm a cow."
Religion is big in the world.
I understand that, but I don't think a music video of her doing that is gonna say,
devil
"Oh, okay, well,
worshiping is frowned upon." That's the truth.
I'm gonna go and devil worship.
I agree with what
she's gonna be ridiculed because devil worshiping is frowned upon.
But I also think she wanted that.
Devil worshiping is not highlighted in the world like devil worshipers, and niggas don't pay attention to that.
You know the funny thing about this? I receive both sides of this argument. The music ain't slapping.
I didn't hear it.
I didn't hear it.
The music
again.
Wait, hold up. Her last project is nothing but slaps. Mm-hmm. Just so we're clear. Mm-hmm. And then what was that shit that went viral? That shit was Streets. Oh my God!
Yeah, Streets was fire.
Fire. There was a moment like the Doja. I came in here. I was on the bandwagon.
I was Doja Hive.
I was Doja Hive too. But the slaps have to be there, and that rule is consistent in music. This shit is not hitting like her old shit.
It's a lot of
I'm
people
mad
that
we even talking about Doja Cat before we talk about the Kendrick verse.
Look, we can leave it alone. It's a lot of people though that haven't heard it, whether it's a slap or not. They just see the devil worship shit and are criticizing only on that.
Well, I've only seen it.
Because that's outrage marketing and it's by design.
Correct.
But normally, if your shit ain't slapping the way the powers that be needed to slap, then we better add all these types of marketing tricks in here to get this shit rocking.
But that's exactly what I thought that it was. To me, what I looked at, I was just like, A, this is her. She's eccentric as fuck. Mm-hmm. We do know this about her. And B, it looked like obvious outrage marketing as well. But the other thing is, like, as an artists go through a whole, throughout their career, they usually kind of like, they examine different aspects of their personalities. They change. You know what I'm saying? They morph into different things. So the Doja Cat we were introduced to, she's a far cry from who she is now.
Absolutely.
But we also have no idea who she's going to be 5 minutes from now, because she's a fucking Gemini. She's a chameleon.
She's a doof, but she needs to have slaps.
So I mean that in the best possible way. Like, she's a chameleon.
And once you achieve a certain level of success, you kind of take on more power.
Yeah.
In your project. Power comes great, you know what I'm saying? In your project. So now sometimes the first album or two might have been the label's creation. Mm-hmm. Your third or fourth album, because you were successful, now you can go off and venture to do some of your own shit, and the real you starts to come out.
And here's the thing: if you were to read the lyrics, she's making like a what's the word? Like, it's an analogy. The reference is a metaphor. Exactly. The reference of demons is not about Satan. It's about the industry. It's about, like, what the industry covets and what's the word? Like,
glamorizes.
Pushes. Thank you. Exactly. That's what it's really about.
When that artist performed on the VMAs, the whole devil thing, worship.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith.
Wasn't your opinion?
Lil Nas X also.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
Wasn't
your opinion a little bit different on those performances? What didn't you?
No, I really just think that it's shock marketing. I
So-
really do. Like,
but you
this-
didn't like those performances, right? Didn't you say that you didn't like it?
not for the reason of what they were depicting. It was more so like it was just kind of tawdry and a little tacky and gross.
Tawdry.
And I think that's how people feel about what Doja
About
Cat is
Doja
doing.
Cat.
They really think that she is like inciting the devil. That was what I was gathering from
Okay.
it. And I was just like, if you think she's an asshole, then fine. You think she's an asshole, but that's different. That's a far cry from thinking that this video is her admitting to being a devil worshiper. I wasn't making the correlation.
Okay.
I'm
you
gonna
know.
go ahead and wait for the slaps. Like,
That's what,
So you guys
I'm
just-
just waiting for
and
the
I
slap.
think she'll deliver some slaps.
And you guys did
At
not
some
hear
point,
the
she
song.
has to have a
I
slap.
did not hear the song at all.
I heard the song,
I didn't hear it.
and it sound cool, but it ain't what was on that last project. It ain't that. And if you making music like that, she can get out there and say whatever the fuck she want, which is probably why she's doing that. But this
The music still gotta come.
this
The music still gotta
this
come.
ain't it. Ain't nobody said one word about that song. Not a one.
What, demons?
But the song
I
is-
guess
the song.
No, I guess I saw something different. I saw there was a lot of chatter. There's people who were like, the song slaps, the beat is hard.
Now,
Other
if you-
people,
if you
hear
wa-
it?
if you
And other-
wasn't-
no,
no, if
other
you-
people
if
were
Mel
like,
wasn't
fuck
chatting
this
about
shit.
it, we would have been done with this in 2 minutes.
Okay, I want to hear it. Bye, salute.
Being honest, my girl said, "Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. I wanted to not like it because of the devil shit, but it shit kind of alright." That was the only person I heard something that actually heard the song.
I gotta listen to it when I get home.
I haven't heard it. I'm waiting for the album. I'll listen to that shit now.
Neutral button.